Hi everyone, Ohapuchi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone. Sharper than a knife, hotter than a pen. Number one chef auto virtual YouTuber. It's Retebo Napuchi. Hi everyone. How are you guys? Ohapuchi, hi. Welcome. How are you? How are we? I'm fine, thank you. On you. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Um, I would like to deliver a bad news, everyone. Not really a bad news. But more like what the hell news. I failed my driving test. Listen, I can retake it in 12 hours. But oh my god, this is so stupid. Okay. So as you guys know, I am in the middle of applying for a driving license, right? And basically I need to do a written test, like a theory test, and also after that I need to do like a real driving test, which is like the real driving test. So I try to do the written test first, and I had to study first though, because basically with the driving test they gave us this module which I spent like 2 or 3 hours doing. So they gave us this kind of like interactive guidebooks, like they gave us like interactive like instruction, like what happens if this does this, if the car turns left, or which car should you give way first, when can you overtake other cars, when you need to like give way to pedestrians or other cars, other things like that, right? And so I've learned that for like 2 hours, because you have to do the module before you do the test, right? And the test was easy. Look, listen, the test was easy, okay? So there are 20 questions, and then I just need to answer 19 correct, which is kind of like a little bit high, because it's like you can only have like one mistake, okay? And guess how many mistakes I made? I made 2 mistakes. And listen, it's not even hard, okay? It's not even hard. The one that I got wrong. Okay, listen to me. So basically there was this question where it was kind of stupid. The question is stupid. Okay, here's the question. You are driving, right? You are driving, and then you cannot use your phone while you drive, or it's like you cannot look at your phone when you drive, because A, there might be pedestrians, B, there might be obstruction, C, you need to have like I kind of forgot the choices, but basically there are 4 choices, and then the last choice was the brake might not work. So the first one, second one, and the third one was kind of like obvious choice, right? And I can pick all of the above, right? I can pick all of the choices if I want to, and then the last choice was the brake might not work, or the last choice was the brake might not work. And I was like, okay, I mean, look, I was just going to be safe, right? Like, what if the brake doesn't work when I'm driving? So I choose that too. I choose that choice as well. Like, the reason why I cannot play with my phone when I'm driving is because the brake might not work. Because what if the brake doesn't work and you need to have like more reaction time or whatever? Anyway, I picked that choice, and apparently it was wrong. Apparently I can't pick that choice. So I failed. Which is kind of stupid. It's like I can't pick that answer, even though like it might happen. You know what I mean? Like, the brake might not work. It might happen, but I can't pick that choice. Like, I understand. Like, it's so annoying because I was thinking about it as well. When I was doing the test, I was thinking about it as well. Like, oh, should I pick that one? And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick that one. And no, I was wrong. So I took the test at 2 p.m. and then apparently I can't take that test again. I cannot retake the test in 12 hours. So I need to wait until 2 a.m. to be able to take the test again. So probably I'm gonna have to take it in the morning. And that's that. I mean, sure. Okay, you know what? Like, written test, whatever, I can do it again, right? The only thing that I am nervous about is going to be the driving test itself. Because... yeah, they showed the right answer afterwards. I know which part I made mistakes in, so... but I'm thinking that they are going to randomize the question in the next test anyway, so I don't think that it matters. I don't think it matters because they're gonna use different questions if I'm taking the test again. So probably I'm going to take it tomorrow morning when I wake up. Hopefully I can do it, but you know what? It's not even the biggest problem right now. The biggest problem right now is going to be the driving test itself, which is... I'm nervous, okay? I'm nervous. I'm nervous when I'm driving with someone. I don't mind driving by myself, but driving with someone is another thing. I don't know what to expect in my driving test though. Hold on. Driving test and is what to expect. Okay, I'm gonna read what to expect in the driving test. The driving test is a set course over 25 zones. A testing officer will be in the car with you to direct the drive and record your performance on the test score sheet. Your test is scored on your ability to show low-risk driving behavior in a range of situations. The test has 5 key performance indicators. So basically, there's going to be someone driving with me, which, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be nervous. Oh my god. What if I hit someone? I don't know if... okay, I don't even know if... probably as long as I drive very carefully, I should be fine. The only thing that I am nervous about is just parking, that's all. Reverse only as far as you need. If you reverse more than 7 meters back from the rear of the vehicle, you are parking behind, you will fail. Fuck! Oh my god. Oh no. Well... look, I don't... I'm just nervous about, like... driving. You know what? Whatever. If I fail, can I retake... can I retake driving tests? Let me see. Okay, I can retake in 7 days. So it should be fine. They banned me, like, I can't never drive again in the future. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish the test tomorrow, and after that I'll be able to book my driving test, and after that I will be able to have a license, and I will be able to buy a car, and I can be a car driver. Yippee! I've never hit anyone before. I hit a car. I have hit a car before, of course, like, come on. I feel like everyone who has everyone who drives car, they are bound to have an accident once or twice. At least that's what my dad says. You know, like it's okay if you hit a car, like you know what I mean, like just a little bit of scratch or accident. It's fine. You know, just as long as you don't hurt anyone. Hitting a car or hitting something is fine. You know, like it's an accident. Accidents bound to happen. Just don't kill anyone. So I hit a car before. Nobody dies. It was a parking car. It was a parked car. Okay, I think the most stupid thing ever is I didn't hit a moving car. I freaking hit a parked car. So they're kind of like, what the? How the fuck did I hit a parked car? It didn't move. It didn't move. How the frick did I hit it? So it's like, oh shit. But yeah, also I hit a motor bike before. So it was okay. Listen, it wasn't my fault. Okay, it wasn't my fault. It was a stupid Indonesian intersection. You know, like intersection is like you kind of like. The cars and motorbikes are going all everywhere on the way, like they're just going on top of each other. And I was like driving really slowly and I didn't see the motorbikes in front of me and I just hit it and it fell down. And she didn't even wear a helmet. So I was like, oh fuck, is she going to be angry? But no, she just picked her bike up and then drive away. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe. I thought that I'm going to get in trouble because I freaking hit the motorbike. It was really like small, like a soft hit, and it fell down. Like the lady and the motorbike kind of fell down and she got up and I was like, fuck, is she going to come to me and be angry at me because I was so ready for it? But no, she just got up, drive the bike away. So I'm like, okay, good for me then. See, that's the thing. I think if I am able to drive in Indonesia in the hell on earth, I'm pretty sure I can drive anywhere. I just can't park. That's all. I just cannot park. Okay, anyway. So, I'm grateful though that basically if I already have an overseas license, I don't have to do the whole process of getting a license in Australia. So basically getting a license in Australia is a whole long process where you have to first get this L plate. L plate is a learner's permit. So basically if you want to drive, you have to have a supervisor next to you, and then next one is going to be the P1, and then the P2. So basically you have to drive a certain kilometer or certain amount of hours before you are able to get a full driver's license, right? But good thing that I already have an overseas driver's license, so all I need to do is just convert it into Australian driving license, but I still need to do a test. It's different. Okay, so basically some countries might be able to convert their license immediately, but of course Indonesian license you can't do that. You still need to do the test. If your friends came over, they could drive for 3 or 6 months, I think. So I think if you visit Australia and you have an overseas driving license, you can actually drive without getting an Australian driving license as long as you only drive within 3 or 6 months. After that period of time, you have to get a full license or else you are going to be arrested. Some countries, I think South Korea and some European countries, they can actually convert their driving license immediately and they don't need to take a test at all. But Indonesia is not part of that country, so I still need to take the test, which is fine. Like, I don't mind, but at the same time, I'm just nervous. That's all. I feel like I can drive. I can drive, but I'm just nervous. Yeah, I mean, at first I was At first I thought that, okay, Indonesia, what the fuck? But then I checked that a lot of countries, they don't accept or acknowledge a lot of other countries, like even Japan, Singapore, like a lot of developed countries, they don't accept those licenses anyway. So it's not about Indonesians, it's just that they only accept like a few selected countries. So for this time, it's not just because of us. But to be fair, if Australians come to Indonesia and they check the process of how to get driving license in Indonesia, they'll be like, fuck, how can you survive? So here's the thing. I don't wait, I can't say this on stream, can I? I feel like it's illegal. But basically it's not me, but a lot of people in Indonesia, they don't really do tests to get driving license. Definitely not me. But a lot of people, they don't do test. They don't do driving tests. They just get it. You know, like somehow they magically got it. It's not me, definitely not me. I do it the right way, but a lot of people, they don't do the test. And you know what's the most interesting part of all? My first ever driving license, they put male in my gender. And I didn't even realize until I reached home. And I was like, hold on, why did they put male? And I was like, okay, whatever. And then, but after I renew my license, they fixed the gender. Well, I'm Eon. Yeah, Indonesia is a very progressive country. So true. So true. What is gender even? Indonesia does not care about gender. Anyway, please do get your driving license legally. Okay, please do license legally, do your paperwork legally, at least in Australia. Okay, in Australia, do your legal paperwork properly. Okay, you know what else that you need to do paperwork to do is fishing. Okay, if you want to do fishing, you need to have paperwork, and that's what we are going to do right now. All right, give me a second. I'm turning on my web fishing. Web fishing. Segue time. Oh wait, hold on. Also, yeah, I'm getting sick. You know why I'm getting sick? I think it's because I'm getting my period. It's always like that. Every time like I think I'm going to get my period, I got sick. So don't worry about it. It's just my immune system or whatever. Okay. It's hard to be a woman, I know. Yippee! It's a me! Look at my anime eyes! My anime eyes! Look at these! Okay. Oh my god. Can I still not... Can I not... Well... Am I still not able to put... fish that I like? For anyone that doesn't know, here is my current fish on display. It's a freaking whale. It's a freaking whale that takes up the whole screen. My favorite. My favorite. See, I really love these fish. I want to keep them. The rest I will sell. Okay. Just gonna put my bucket here, and then I will fish here. I don't even know if I should set the music or not, because every time like I turn off the music, I turn on the music, but there's no music. So I'm like, what the hell? Fishing. So yeah, that's the story of how I am in the middle of getting my driving license right now. Prayeth that I shall get one soon, because I'm tired of getting public transport. No, I mean, sometimes it's fun, you know. Sometimes it's fun. Public transport can actually be faster than getting using like a car, but it's just the waiting. Sometimes the waiting is hard, you know. Like sometimes a train can only run between like 15 minutes or every 30 minutes, so it's like, you know, like it's very annoying to wait on it. Why am I not getting anything at all? Excuse me, where's my fish? Oh, there you go. Maybe I should set... I'll turn the music on. Compared to ID train, I have to... Guys, I have a confession. I never ride trains in Indonesia. I never ride... I never really ride the bus in Indonesia, so I don't know. Never really ride the public transport. I'm so sorry. So I can't compare. Because I never really ride public transport. Yeah, so it's because it's hard. My house in Indonesia is really on the outskirts. Like imagine like the perimeter of the island. That's where my house is. So it's like really far from the city. So there's no station or nearby there's no nearby stations or bus stops. So I don't know how to get that. So no, there's no public transport near my house. My house is inside a how do you call perumahan in English? Like a housing, like in a, what is perumahan? I don't freaking know. Like a freaking house. Gated community? That sounds very exclusive. But it's okay. Wait, hold on, let me see. Komplek perumahan in English. Compound. Housing complex. Residential area. Okay, so imagine my house is in a residential area. So imagine a residential area. Okay, it's a pretty big one, like a pretty big one. And then imagine inside that residential area, there's another residential area. So I'm like in the freaking middle of nowhere. It's not a village, just a freaking residential area. So there's no it's really far. That's all I can say to you. It's really far. That's what I can say. Cluster. Not really cluster though, because I feel like no. It's it's just very, it's isolated. That's all I can say. It's very isolated. I can't ride public transport from there. I have to have a car. So that's why I never ride public transport, because it's impossible for me to get to the station or to get to anywhere without a freaking car. Yeah, that's all. It is a very gated community, true. That it is a gated community. We are gatekeeping my house. They gatekeep my house, everyone. And yeah, it is very crowded during the peak hours. Every time like I ride my car in the peak hours, and then it's like it's a quite crowded. Like there's like a bunch of like traffic jams everywhere, and then I see like people cramped inside the buses, and at that moment I feel very kind of like very bad, because I feel like I'm very privileged, not gonna lie. Well, to be able to ride a car, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. Wait, why is this happening? Hold on. I don't know. Privileged gets spotted. I'm not going to deny that maybe I'm a little bit privileged. I am raised a princess, okay? I'm so sorry. I do not grow up doing manual labors. I grow up being a princess. I'm so sorry. I can't do manual labors. But yeah, any upbringing that gives confidence to follow your dreams. Wait, who gave me confidence to follow my dreams? Honestly, my dream is to live in a small apartment in the middle of city. So here's my dream, y'all. Listen to me. This is what I think. This is what. This is what I want to be. This is who I want to be. Okay. I want to live in a small apartment in a city, and then I want to have a cat, and then I want to be able to have maybe 2 or 3 days going to the office, and then some days I go like work at my home, right? And then on the weekends I spend times with my friends, or I just spend time alone in my room, and then I play with my cat, or maybe I have 2 cats. Who knows? I don't know how many cats I want to have, but that's what I want to be. And then I stream sometimes. Yeah, I have like my own gaming setup in my room. That's my dream. Honestly, I'm like halfway through there though. I freaking live in a small apartment with a freaking gaming setup. I'm halfway there. Oh my god! All I need now is a freaking full-time job and also 2 cats. That's all I need in my life. I've never wanted to be a lecturer. Never. It's just something that I thought that might be fun, but honestly, I never thought to be a teacher. Because I don't think that I'm good at teaching. You lecture. I'm not lecturing you, I'm roasting you. Please. It's different. Let me see what update I have. Okay. And oh, maybe I can have 2. What is this? Ah, portable bait station. I see. My dream is to live in the mountain with a cat. See, I thought to live like in freaking middle of nowhere, but I just like living in the city because I like the convenience, I guess. Wait, how do I? Are they? Oh. That's true! The coffee shop in the corner! That's so true! I really want that as well. Yeah. Now I still want to live in the middle of city. I think I still want to live in near like I still want to go to like concerts or like bookstores, like the convenience, okay, the convenience. If I live in the middle of nowhere, what if suddenly I'm craving for like freaking KFC, or like I wanna grab a freaking burger, like a Burger King. I can't buy a Burger King in a mountain. No, I don't want to grow my own foods. What? The only thing I can grow is freaking like green onions. I don't want to eat that. Just spend $2. Look, I can spend $2 to buy green onions in the freaking supermarket. Do you know how long I have to wait until I get my green onions? Like a freaking few months, and like a lot of labor that are not worth $2. And the reason why I want to have a house is having a land is fun, but I don't want to take care of like my backyard. One thing I noticed, the convenience of living in an apartment is I don't have a backyard to take care of. I feel like one time I visited my friend's place and they have a gardener over, and I was like, oh yeah, damn, if I have a house then I need to like take care of my garden or have someone taking care of it, and I'm like, damn, I can't be bothered. So you know what? Apartment it is. Can't be bothered to take care of my garden myself. Yeah, I can pay, but that's extra money. See? See? You know how much I spend on my garden when I live in an apartment? $0. And the bugs. Okay, the bugs. If you live in an apartment, rarely any bugs. No, I have baits. This is the old chat. I have baits on. Like, this is the, oh sorry, this is old chat. I have baits on. Also, next week is Black Friday. So Black Friday is basically the last month of the last Friday of November. Last Friday of November is called Black Friday, and it's kind of like similar to like Boxing Day, where it's like a bunch of sales are going on. So it's just going to be like crazy next week. I heard that like well, there are a lot of celebrations for like shopping. Like for example, Black Friday and then Boxing Day, and then you know like how like online e-commerce always celebrate like the same repeating number. For example, like 11th of November. Oh, 11/11, that's a beautiful number. Here's a discount. Oh, 10 October, that's a good number. 10/10, let's have a discount. Like why do we have to make excuse for good? Like what does that have anything to do with anything? Valentine too, huh? If I say Valentine, you know the oldest joke ever. Oh yeah, Valentine, I don't have anyone. Look, oh my god. Listen everyone, the upcoming Valentine, nobody's allowed to make jokes or nobody's allowed to say something that, oh, I don't celebrate Valentine, I don't have anyone to celebrate Valentine with. Oh, I'm gonna eat chocolates by myself. I don't. Shut up! Shut up! Be miserable by yourself. You don't have to have a special someone to celebrate Valentine's. What I'm saying is that Valentine's, if you don't celebrate it, then shut up. Just shut up. Don't flex your loneliness. Celebrate Valentine's with someone like you like friends, families. It doesn't have to be a girlfriend or boyfriend. Like, I'm tired of saying Happy Valentine's Day, everyone, and then people reply me with, oh, let's celebrate Valentine's, I'm lonely, I don't have, like, It's not happy. It's not happy Valentine's. Like, it's so old joke. It's joke older than your mom. Okay? Enough. Enough, everyone. We are no longer going to say we're no longer going to be miserable in Valentine's, okay? That is all. I'm getting so worked up. I think it might be because I failed my driving test. That's why I'm getting worked up, everyone. Oh, mate, what you say about me, mom? I'm so sorry. Your mom is very cool. Do you think that people still ask for my ID because I look young, or is this just part of the procedure? It's that toad. I'm gonna go to the sea. I'm gonna go to the sea and catch the sea fish. Fifi. I think you look nervous. Perhaps. I think so. I think must be why. Oh yeah, we can buy the scratch ticket here. 350, let's go. This is so expensive. Let's go, we are so back. It's a frog! Oh, I won 1,000! So good. So good. Let's do it again. I'm addicted to gambling. No. Welp. Sad. But that is life indeed. Cosmetics happy. Happy, happy, happy. Another one will be the win. No, this is web fishing, not web gambling. Anyway, how are we guys? How are you guys? How are you guys doing? Are there any interesting things going on in your life? Did something happen today? Did something happen? What did you eat today? Tell me, tell me. Stalker 2? Damn. Stalker 1 so good they make Stalker 2. What is this? Is it a movie? Or is it a game? Snowstorm? Where the hell are you living? Why is there snow? What is Stalker? It's a game. Is it good? Oh guys, I just bought a nail kit. So basically now I can paint my own nails. I spent like a lot of money and I'm like, should I even do this? But I gotta get a lot of money soon, so oh fuck. Probably I'm gonna try. We're going to learn how to paint nails together. It's like Fallout, but in USSR. Number 1. What is Fallout? Number 2. Like, how does it being in USSR change anything? I'm gonna try to make my own, like, you know how I always use like fake nails? I never really paint on my nails because my real nails are actually really short. But I always use like press-on nails. So it's fake nails and then I glue fake nails on top of my real nails. So I'm going to make my own fake nails now. What are you supposed to do in the Fallout or in Stalker? What are you supposed to do? What is the gameplay about? Why do men like playing games that are happening in an apocalypse setting? In a dystopian setting? Why do men like to play games like that? You know what I like to play? A game where I can pretend I'm a fisherman. Or a game where I can pretend I'm a retail shop worker. Why do you guys play a game where you pretend you're a freaking nuclear survivor? Like, life is already miserable. Why would you do that? Manly urge to survive eating dog food? There should be a study about that. Like, why do men like playing survival games? Men, the silly urge to pretend to survive. What do you mean, Compy? I would be pressured. I would cry. But women like it as well, that is true. I shouldn't be sexist. I'm so sorry, I apologize. I shouldn't gender it then. Why do people like to play Fallout? Why would you imagine yourself to be in an apocalyptic setting when you can imagine yourself being in a happier setting? Lizard brain. Manly urge to visual. Is it fun though? I guess it's fun. I mean, you guys like playing that, so I would assume that you guys are having fun playing that. Also, the draw of being able to commit violence on people you don't like without much consequence. See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. You know, like when if the purge are actually happening, I wouldn't murder people. Like, I don't understand, like, why even if law does not exist in real life, I wouldn't murder people. Maybe I would steal, but I wouldn't hurt anyone. So it's kind of like silly. I feel like it's really barbaric for people to be like, I want to kill people if there is no law. Because even if there's no law, I don't want to hurt anyone. I still want to be a good person. I want to be a good person not because that I am afraid to break laws, but I want to be a good person because being good feels nice. I don't have the urge. No. I mean, like, sure, sometimes people are annoying, but it's not that I wanna kill them, you know what I mean? But that is a very idealistic way of thinking, I guess. The keyring arrived and the box was huge. Yeah, I'm glad the keyring has arrived. There's no law you have to kill to defend yourself. But the logic is, who do you have to kill to defend yourself? Like, who are you defending yourself from? From other people, right? So that's the question. Like, why would you hurt and like what I'm saying is, we're not talking about, oh shit, it's a 38 meters of huge whale. Everyone, shut up. Look at this. I have a whale. Where's my fish? Where's my fish? Wait, hold on. How do I see my fish again? Creatures. Fish! That's big! Massive fish! I love the whale face. So silly. We are not talking about my lore, okay? In my lore, I'm very evil. Okay, in my lore, in my lore, I kill people because I wanna. What's my lore again? What is my lore again, everyone? Can someone remind me what is my lore? Something, I kill people because I'm an assassin, something. And I have contract with the devil. I have a contract with the devil, and then I have to kill people to retrieve by Hayat. Shit! I don't know anymore. Can I redo my lore, everyone? Can I? Can I redo my lore? Can I just be a just a normal person, like? No, this Assassination Academy. No, what the heck? No, I've never done that. No, don't gaslight me. Let's make a new lore every month, every week. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, next month I can just remake my own lore. Okay, my lore is I'm a my lore is I'm an assassin, right? I'm an assassin. And then I the devil name is John Devil. Okay, listen. Okay, so here's what my lore is, everyone. I have no memories. Okay, I'm an orphan with no memories. And then I work in a restaurant. But listen to me first. Listen. I work as a normal chef. Just like my username. I'm a normal chef. Also, I'm a rank 20, everyone. Yippee! I'm an orphan too. I'm sorry to hear that. I work in a restaurant for a for disguise, okay? As a disguise. A day. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Okay. Norim's fuck. Shut up! Shut up! Okay. Bro came and dropped his own lore. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't wanna look. No laughing. Not being disrespectful, everyone. No disrespect. No disrespect. No disrespect. Oh fuck! I accidentally sent my sold my whale. Oh whatever. You're laughing? Someone just told that they are an orphan and you're laughing? Are you serious? You are so disrespectful. No respect. Okay, anyway. You know what? We are no longer doing an orphan lore, everyone. That is very, very disrespectful. That is very disrespectful. Okay? We are no longer doing that. I have parents. I have both of my parents. I am not an orphan. Okay? I'm not doing that lore again. Cancel! Cancel! I'm so sorry, Jonathan. I'm so sorry. I'm not an orphan. Anyway. Her... Look, I was doing my lore, okay? I was just recounting my lore. Okay, now you're joking with me. Now you're just trolling. The moment that you mentioned that, I know that you're trolling. Brother, shut up, man. Okay, you know what? We're still doing that. We're still doing the orphan lore. I've been jorked. Redebut one. Should we do a redebut, everyone? We should do a redebut. Indie vtuber debut. Yippee wahoo! Okay, what if I'm actually not orphan, but I just don't know who my parents are? Passive orphan? What the fuck? Stop making things up, man. What the fuck is passive orphan? Why so fixated on parents again? I don't know. I'm just trying to make lore. I'm not saying I'm fixated on parents. I was just like mentioning it on briefly, and then someone kept mentioning it wasn't me. It wasn't me who was fixated on being orphan. Someone was trolling me. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. I just mentioned it briefly, and then someone was trolling me. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna make my lore again. Shut up, everyone. Shut up! I've been guilt tripped. When I'm making my lore, I've been guilt tripped. That's it. I'm not gonna make my lore anymore. Hump. I am not making my lore. Oh, you want me with the ISO speed? How do I even it's like this. Is it like that? Is it the ISO speed's face? Did you get that? Okay, lore review. I need lore, please. Okay, you know what? What if you guys submit your lore and the best one, I will use it when I debut next month. Isn't that cool? How is that? How much the wait? I will send you the best one. I will send you my I don't know. I was going to buy my merchandise, but another whale. I haven't even sent the birthday winner presents yet. I'm so behind at everything. I still have to send the birthday presents for the donation thing. I have to send them. Is the contract with the devil bit still canon or is it scrap? Well, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to use that one, then go ahead. I'm leaving it to you. Hi, welcome. Hello, how are you? Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a form later. Okay, I'm going to make a form later. Best one will become official. What if you are contracted with an orphan to kill people? Like John Orphan? What do you mean contract with an orphan? Who's the orphan? Seto Kaiba? Let is a trained assassin since he was a little girl. Thanks. Thanks for the pronouns. You're racking your brain to snag. Okay, send me a good lore, everyone. Thank you. I forgot Seto Kaiba is an orphan. Seto Kaiba is an orphan along with his brother Mokuba, and then he got adopted by the rich guy from the what is it? The Seto guy, whatever. And apparently this guy was very evil and he freaking tortured, abused Kaiba to make him the best heir ever. Heir? Like the best person ever to inherit the company. But then Kaiba becomes too smart and then he overthrew the CEO and then freaking he overthrew his own dad and then killed him and then made him jump from the building, and then he became this owner of the Kaiba Corp. That is Seto Kaiba's lore from Yu-Gi-Oh! He is based. And then he used the money that he has to make orphans all over the world happy. Like, he donated a lot of money to the orphans. That Kaiba is a nice guy. Yugi was an asshole. Kinda, I think. What did Yugi do again? Like, mind break him. I think Yugi kind of like mind break, like broke Kaiba's mind. Basically Kaiba kidnapped Yugi's grandfather because Kaiba wanted to challenge Yugi to a card fight, but then Yugi got angry, and then in exchange he freaking broke Kaiba's mind. Yugi is bullying the orphans. To be fair, Yugi is also an orphan, so hey, is orphan? Fair is orphan. Can't blame them, honestly. Yeah, apparently Kaiba almost killed Yugi's grandpa because of the Blue Eyes White Dragon card. This high school kid, someone needs to keep them in control. Yeah, the early volume of Yu-Gi-Oh mangas are wild, so true. Someone's bullying someone else, mind break them. Someone's like every time there's a remotely evil person, Yugi will freaking kill them, break their minds. It was so good though. I love it. I love early volume. I love Yu-Gi-Oh before they just continued with the card game ideas. Honestly, like pre-card game Yu-Gi-Oh was gold. I love it. Would you love your lord to be close to that? No, I'm not going to be a vigilante. I don't wanna be someone who does evil to evil people. I wanna do evil to satisfy my own like I have my own motivation to kill people, okay? I don't want to be sort of like a was it a vigilante or something? Like, oh, they're evil people, I will defeat evil with evil. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be evil just because I'm evil, that's all. I mean, like Yagami is also using evil to fight evil. I wanna be evil, but it's more like I wanna be evil because I just I have a greater motivation because of that. Like for example, I don't know. It's your job. It's your job to think about the lore, not mine. It's your job to think about the lore. Why am I evil? That's your job. That's your That's your task right now, everyone. Oh my god, I just saw the size box comparison to the merge. Yo, what the hell? That is hilarious. Literally, you can just put them in a freaking mail. Why would you even use like a freaking gigantic box just to send a freaking tiny merchandise? What the hell? Yeah, just put them in an envelope. I feel like you can put them in an envelope. I know it's such a waste, but hey. Thank you for buying. I'm so sorry. It's funny though, but I'll make sure in the future that I'll use a proper packaging to send the merchandise. It was out of my power to control the delivery. Okay, I didn't know what's happening over there. Ohapuchi, good day. I am fishing in the web. First we have web surfing, and now we have web fishing. Oh yeah, we are making a lure. We are currently making a lure competition, everyone. So I'm going to open a lure submission and you guys can submit your own lure. Best one, I'm going to use it for my debut next month. Next one, I'm going to be an indie vtuber. So hey, I might do a new lure because I'm bored with my old lure. I don't know. This is your job. This is your job to create a new lore. Yeah. I'm going to let you guys cook a new lore, okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. What the hell is Terror Blade? What is Terror Blade? Is there a prize for the winner? I will I don't know. I'll decide later. I will give a prize, but I will think about it later. What if you make me not a chef anymore? You can't. Then I have to change everything if I am no longer a chef. I already have a intro, sharper than a knife, hotter than a pan. If you're making me not a chef anymore, then how am I going to do my intro? Okay, sure. I can sign my merchandise. No, the chef part is crucial. I literally, my whole VTuber design is just chaff. I'm going to have an identity crisis if I am no longer a chef. No. The chef part is a must. If I'm not an assassin anymore, that is fine. Hotter than a scalpel, cooler than the operating room. It's the neurosurgeon. Now, why would I cosplay as a chef? Please use your brain. Excuse me. The chef part stays on. Okay, I mean, if you can think of something that still makes sense, not a neurosurgeon, but if you can think about something that still makes sense with my attire, I still accept that. Okay, I still accept that. But the thing is, like, no matter how you look at this is like a chef. I guess a maid kind of works as well. Like, I mean, if you are thinking about like a maid, it still kind of like makes sense, but don't stray too far from the concept. The concept. Can you take off your sock? Don't be disgusting. Be normal. I currently have a whole profile written down and just pitching ideas to myself. Damn! Someone is like doing serious business. I am looking forward to it. Honestly. I'm excited. I'm actually excited, everyone. Please keep cooking. You could be a PUBG or Fortnite character. I am gonna stop you there. Stop! Rejected. Idea is rejected immediately. Would you like Hyper Edge lore or Super Tragic lore? I leave it to you. Anything that you want, I wanna read it. And I think anything that you wanna cook, I will read it. The median age of chat. I mean, a lot of older people still play Fortnite. Cook the lure. Please cook the lure. Talking about supermarket simulator, grocery store simulator is going to release the version 1.0 soon, like in a few hours. I'm really excited. After I'm done with the stream, I'm going to make a form. Can I even make the form now? Maybe I can't. You know what? Let's just wait until I redebut it, I guess. I'm too scared to do anything right now. Maybe I'll just do it later. No. I got a crown. That's so cute. Froggy. No, no, that's scary. Does my lore need to be related to streaming in the end or not? How do I even say it? Like, maybe connected to the Ephemira at the end of the day, like, something, wanna be an idol, something. Because at the end of the day, I still need to connect my lore to the Ephemira lore. So it has to be somehow connected to the whole idol thing. Like, at the end, we wanna become an idol because, I think, does that make sense? In the end, they defeat John Productions. No! I can't buy the golden hook. Yippee! Yippee! Okay. It's the golden hook. Is that the strange and adorable chef assassin at Ohapuchi? Apparently, I'm going to have a different lore. I'm just joking. Yeah, it's me. It's chef assassin. Here at Ohapuchi, I am sharper than a knife, hotter than a pan, and I'm very based. No, stop! I don't want to be a neurosurgeon. Stop! But I would like a neurosurgeon to I would like a neurosurgeon to operate my brain and see what is happening inside, because it's making me go crazy. Can a neurosurgeon stand up and actually do operations on me? Like, I don't know, analyze my brain or something? Because what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening up there? Where's the thingy? Oh, there you go. Might be crazy, but I'm funny. I know. I think the reason why I'm funny is because I'm slightly deranged. What if you go to heaven and this is what God looks like? Also, Discord just recently released a new avatar decoration, right? And it's like an e-girl set. And then my friends all mentioned to me that Lete, this is your thing. This reminds me of you. You are an e-girl. And I bought it. I bought the Discord avatar decoration. I've never bought any before because I thought it's a waste of money. But that one is just so cute. And that one is just so me. So I bought it. The Discord kitten sad. There's only 2 genders. Discord kitten or Discord Nord. I can't imagine Leve as a Discord kid and she emanates a big Discord mode energy. I don't understand whether I should be happy or should I feel insulted. Jinx here? Wait, how much was it? I don't think you need $30. Oh, Jinx here. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, I'm all tabbing, hold on. Oh yeah, that's pretty expensive. For Jinx hair? Bro, that's pretty expensive. Why is the League of Legends set is very expensive? The other decorations is not even like $5. Why are those so expensive? The League of Legends tax, I guess. I guess the reason why they need you to pay more is because you play League of Legends, which is, I agree. If you play League of Legends, you have to pay more. Yeah, it's a punishment. It's a punishment for being a League of Legends player. The angry decorations. Which one are you talking about? Yeah, they are not even that nice. Like the League of Legends thing, like they're not that nice. I can see a lot of other better decorations. Wow, that's insane. Later Discord decoration. That will be so cute. Wait, there's a skin that costs $500? What the fuck? At that point, that's just for flexing, honestly. Like, like if you pay more than $100 to buy a skin, you're just flexing at that point. Yeah, in League of Legends. There is a skin in Dota that costs around $200. Why? Why? I mean, if you have a lot of money, then I guess $200 is cheap. But still. I don't know, I'm not really following the League of Legends thing. The most expensive game merch I bought is $4 to turn off ads. Is that the cash grab game that you play when you are taking a shit in a toilet? Is that those kind of game that you spend money on? Like the game where you rotate the ball, rotate the platform so the ball falls down. That kind of game. Yeah, I'm rank 21. Which game was it? Well, I mean, I don't know. You know what? If you have money to spend on games, then who am I to judge? You know what I mean? I spend money on like anime merchandise, which I feel like normal people are going to think a waste of money. But at the same time, we see normal people spending money on like branded and luxurious items, and we judge them. I feel like we are judging people on how they spend their money. Like meanwhile, we are spending our money on things that other people think is like useless, but we love them. So you know what, I can't judge people that spend money to buy things in game, because I spend money on useless things as well. Who am I to judge, honestly? If it makes you happy, then it's not a waste of money either way. What is my most recent anime merch? So it's actually a doll from I bought it in Anime. It's a doll, like a plushie. It's from a manhwa called thank you for spend money on things that makes you happy. Stop! See, I failed the fishing! It's because of you. God damn it. Thank you. I. That's true. Judging people who are different than us is fun. Thanks you. Thanks. That's true. That is true. Listen, so my recent anime merchandise is this small plushie from the the webtoon, The Wicked. Is it okay? The Wicked Wants to Rescue. It's a Chinese webtoon. The Wicked Wants to Rescue, and it's really good. I think, have I told you guys the story before? Basically, it's about this guy who is jumping from story to story to become the villainess, and then the reason why he has to become a villainess is because he got a contract with the host system where he has to become a villainess to help the story reaches the ending. But he actually is a really nice guy, so this guy, his name is, I forgot, Wang Yi, not Wang Yi, but Wang. His name is Wang Yi. Okay, this guy is a villain, not a villainess, sorry, it's a guy. Villain. This guy is a villain in a story, but he is actually a like a transmigrator. Okay, he is a transmigrator, and he becomes the villain, so that the story will reach its ending. So he has to torture the main character. His name is, I think, X. I forgot. Shin. Okay, his name is Shin. Okay, so one has to become the villain so that the main character Shin can have a character development and then reach a happy ending, right? So then Wang is in the story, Wang is born as the brother of Shin. And Shin is actually like an adopted son of this rich family, and Wang is the real son of the family, right? And then Wang bullied Shin, and it's like, you are just an adopted person, you are not worthy to be in this house, right? And then he abused him. Wang abused Shin so badly, but in fact, Wang abused him very gently. Like, for example, he actually felt bad every time he abused him. Like, for example, he if he throw him with water, he will give the towel afterwards, or if he throw his food away, he will give him another food afterwards, kind of like that. So that's how he tortures him. But the thing that he doesn't know is Shin can actually read minds. So Shin is actually very confused why Wang is being very mean to him. But when he reads Wang's mind, it's like, I don't want to abuse you, you are so cute, my brother is so cute, something like that, right? So Shin kept being silent about it, like he didn't say anything, but he really wanted to be like, understand his brother better, right? And then the heroine appeared. The heroine was actually the gardener's daughter, right? And then the story, how the story is supposed to unfold is basically I think the heroine's daughter is called Xiao. How the story was supposed to be is Xiao met Shin, the main character, when when Xing was like, you know, being abused and all, and then Xiao kind of like helped. So the story was supposed to be Xiao, the girl, helped the main character to heal. You know, the main character was abused in this household, and then Xiao made him happy, and then Xin will grow to love her, and then they will go to the same school, and then their love will be unfolded. It's a very shoujo classic story, right? But then, since Shin, the main character, can actually read minds, it changes a lot of things, because now the main character does not hate his brother at all. He does not care about the girl at all. He just cares about the brother, right? So then when the heroine appeared in the story, they're like, okay, whatever, you know, like, and then Wang, the brother, was like, what the fuck? Why aren't you guys not together? Why are you guys not doing how the story is supposed to be, right? So then the brother has to make them together, because that's how the story demanded. Because if the story does not go the way that it's going to be, he got punished. He got electrocuted by the story host, so that he had to do it, right? What was that? Huh? Why is the chat is like that? Are they? Huh? Wait, hold on. Is something going to happen in the game? No? Nothing happening. Anyway. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Shin can read minds, right? So then Wang bought like this magical item, I guess, because so the story kind of like, you can open like an item shop in the story, right? And then he bought this wig to disguise himself as the heroine of the story, so that he will pretend to be the heroine, so that the heroine and the main character can be interested in each other, right? But then, of course, Shin knows that it's his brother because he can read minds. So it's like, why is my brother disguised as a girl, right? And so they spend time together, and then they grow to care for each other, okay? And so, see, here's the thing, okay? So basically, the reason why Wang, the villain, has to do this is because he is contracted with the host of the story, okay? The host of the story wanted the story to go smoothly, so then Wang is responsible to make the story go smoothly, right? Why? Because if he manages to finish the story, he will get points, and if he get enough points, he can exchange those points into this item to turn back time. And the reason why he wants to turn back time is because in his previous life, he was actually a student, and then when he was in a study tour with his friends in the bus, he accidentally threw a ball to the driver, and then the driver got into accident, and then the whole bus died, and then he's the only survivor. And then the whole story was like, oh, you mass murdered a lot of people. You are a really good villain. You are appointed as a villain of my stories. So then he becomes the villain even though he didn't mean to kill all those people. So then he really wanted to get those turning back time items so that he can save his friends. Okay. What else? And so the story goes like that, right? The story. Okay, come back to the first story. Back to the first story. So then now Wang is. Now, if you guys remember, Shin was supposedly to be like the adopted, I would say the stepson of the family, right? But apparently, Wang is the actually not the real son. Actually, the real son was the main character. So then, supposedly, Wang is supposed to be, in the original story, Wang is supposed to be kicked out by the family. But since Shin is, wait, what? Hold on, I got lost in the story, hold on. So Wang is supposed to be kicked out from the family, right? Oh wait, they already grow up. Were already in the school, right? Wait, I kind of forgot how the story goes. Hold on. Yeah, Shin does not want to kick Wang out. So then Shin become obsessed with Wang because Wang is the only one who cares about Shin. Because all the people in Shin's life, they always try to be nice to him, but inside their minds, they are like mean to him. But Wang is the only one who cares about Shin. So Shin, of course, going to like Wang. And then Shin becomes so obsessed with Wang to the point that he kidnapped Wang. So... I got too excited, everyone. He kidnaps Wang because he found out that Wang is a transmigrator. And then he does not want Wang to leave him alone, so then he kidnaps Wang. But Wang has to keep changing story. Like Wang has to move after the story is finished. The story is finished when the heroine gets with the main character. He has to move on to another story so that he can get more points, right? But then Shin doesn't want that. Shin wants Wang to stay, right? So then, Shin becomes obsessed with Wang. But then Wang is like, you know what? Fuck this. He has to change story. So he left. And then Shin becomes obsessed. And then comes to the next story. So the next. So basically, the main plot is there are a lot of like stories like this. They're going to jump from story to story. It's basically they are in love with each other, but it's more like I love you in every universe kind of thing. Yeah, Shin got his memory removed every time they change story. So Shin always forgets, but Wang always remembers. But in every universe, Shin will always love Wang. Shin will always chase after Wang. And that's the kind of like the story goes. I know it's confusing, but it's because I was telling it like, it's because I was the one who was telling you. If you read it, you understand. If you read it by yourself, you understand. Okay, so I really recommend you to read it. It's a BL, but there's no sex, so I think you can read that. There's no like sabers or censored minutes, so it's safe for you guys to read. How did he collect points from the previous stories if he was supposed to be a villain to every story Shin, but Shin loves him? You have to read it. You have to read it. It's more like like, I know, but it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. Thailand Tower is like, okay, shut up about the BL. Anyway, about the Dota. That's what this guy is thinking about. I feel like a lot of you guys are like that. Shut up about the BL. Let me tell you about something. Shut up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I need to tell you guys about the story, okay? It's Wait, have I told you guys about... hello! Norwegian! Thank you, Nori, for today! Hi, everyone! Welcome to Fishing Stream! Welcome! My name is Lete. Otsukare for the stream. Thank you, everyone! Hello! Thank you. Welcome! Anyway... So at the end of the story, so apparently the two of them are going to fight the story creator, the person who are behind the whole story thing, because apparently Wang didn't actually kill the friends. So then the story creator was trying to guilt trip Wang into becoming the villain, even though he didn't actually kill anyone, right? So then they it's not completed yet, so I don't know how it ends. So yeah, they're going to fight the god, I guess, and that's that. I recommend you to read The Wicked. What is called the title again? The Wicked Wants to Rescue. The Wicked Wants to Rescue. No, but listen, okay, I've been reading a lot of like shoujo manga as well, because I'm taking a break from BL. But listen, I thought that I'm going to get my period because I cried reading shoujo manga last night. So that's why I thought that I think I'm going to get my period soon, because I became so emotional. But the story was really beautiful. I feel like you guys wouldn't understand this because I have a maiden heart and you guys don't have the maiden heart. But listen, the title was... Oh shit, I forgot the title. I always like how like Japanese name their manga, because their manga is very long, like the title is very long. No, you guys don't have maiden heart. You guys don't understand how girls' heart works. You guys don't understand. Wait. I'm going to try to find the title because I want to share it to you guys. Okay, so the title is okay, you guys ready for the manga title? The manga title is called I Don't Want to Be Killed by You, My Crown Prince, set up by the Blessed One. I will avoid a second attempt on my life. 王太子様、私今度こそあなたに殺されたくないんです。正常に褒められた分母令状、2度目は復習さし回避します。That's the title. So basically, you already know what you're getting, you know what I mean? Okay, would you like to hear the story? I cried really good. It's a romance. It's a regression. Okay, so so basically, I forgot the girl's name. Hold on. Liesel. Liesel is a girl. Liesel is the main character. She is a girl. She was raised as a just like a normal girl, right? She is a magician. Okay, so in this world, magic exists, and so she becomes like the just like a normal magician. But one day, she accidentally met with Crown Prince, and then they fell in love, and then Liesel is actually like a noble, but kind of like a lower level noble, so it's kind of like almost a commoner. But anyway, she and the Crown Prince fell in love, they got together, yada yada yada, and then there comes the saintess, the blessed one, like the girl chosen by the god, which her name is Iris. Okay, Iris is the powerful girl, whatever. She got like the blessed power, and then everyone, all the noble, all the aristocrats was like pushing the saintess to be with the crown prince, right? Like, so crown prince, you should marry with Iris instead of like marrying a common girl, like a commoner like Liesel. Just marry Iris, right? But no, crown prince likes Liesel so that he doesn't want to be with Iris. But Iris is really like a sneaky, like a very sassy, very evil girl, so she kinda want to steal Liesel's place to be married to the crown prince. And then one day when the crown prince were like on the war, so the crown prince went on war, right? Iris was like in the middle of like her tea time, yada yada yada, and then Liesel was like outside the castle, and she was like, why is like Iris like kind of like like she was jealous of Iris, of course. And then suddenly she found a maid, and then the maid was kind of like injured, and then Liesel was like, oh no, are you okay? And then the maid was like, oh no, I might like her, but then I have to deliver this tea to Miss Iris. And then Liesel was like, okay, I'll help you deliver the tea. And then she delivered the tea to Iris, and then apparently the tea was poisoned. So then Liesel was convicted as a prisoner who tried to kill the saintess, and then she was to be executed, right? She was to be executed, and then nobody believed in her because everyone thought that, oh, this girl must be jealous of the saintess. That's why she wants to kill the saintess, right? So nobody believed in her. And so she was meant to be executed. And then the crown prince, and then on the day of her execution, the crown prince came, and then he was like, how foolish. And then he drew the sword, and then he stabbed Liesel, and then he killed her. And then Liesel, in the in her last breath, was like, she saw the crown prince was crying at her death, right? And then after that, crown prince kind of like raised his sword again, and then Liesel lost consciousness. At the end. No, I'm just joking. Actually, Liesel got turned back in time. I forgot to mention that Iris has a childhood friend. His name is hi Tomei Carmen, listen to me. I'm like yapping right now. So Iris has a childhood friend. His name is I forgot again. Hold on. His name is I forgot. The crown prince's name was Ulysses. I know, it's bad, shut up. It's Ulysses. And then the other guy's name is Gideon. Okay, so Iris has a... Oh wait, Nori, you are still here. You are listening to me yapping. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed now. Why is everyone here? Oh my god. Okay, so Iris has a childhood friend named Gideon, and then Gideon actually liked Iris in the previous life, but then Iris liked Ulysses, right? Yeah, I know, Gideon is such a bad name. I'm so sorry. Ulysses is still pretty cool, but Gideon is such a bad name. Anyway. So, Liesel got turned back in time, and she regressed into before she met with the crown prince. So when she was, I think like 9 years old or 10 years old or something. And then, in that moment, Liesel was like, "Oh my God, was this a dream? No, I got turned back time." And then she was like, "Okay, you know what? I will never ever fall in love with the crown prince again. I will not have any connection with the palace, with the royal palace at all. I will stay away from it." That's what she was thinking, right? So then her plan is now to practice magic as strong as she could, so that she can be, she can choose like her workplace as far as possible from the royal palace. That's what she was thinking, right? Okay, anyway, she's training her magic, blah blah blah, and then one day when she was playing in the forest, she met with someone, and the one that she met is not the crown prince, but she met with Gideon, Iris' childhood friend. So Liesel was like, what the fuck is Gideon doing over here, right? And they were still small, by the way. So Liesel was like, what the fuck, right? At first Liesel was like, no, I don't wanna have anything to do with this guy, I'm gonna run away, right? But no, Gideon suddenly was kind of like chasing after her, but then Gideon fell into the lake, into the water, and Liesel was like, oh fuck, I have to help him, right? And then Liesel helped Gideon, and then they kind of like talk with each other, and then they kind of like, hang out around. But then Liesel was trying so hard to be like, I don't want to have anything to do with you, okay? Yeah, but that's that. Anyway, so then time skip. Liesel got admitted into the academy. But then, even though like she has studied very hard, she got I think her rank in the whole school is the 3rd place. So the 2nd place is called is a guy called Max, and the 1st place is of course Gideon. So then Gideon is somehow in the same class as Lizzo, and then Lizzo became friends with Max because they kind of like, you know, fight with each other. But Lizzo really hated Gideon, right? Because she wanted to be away from Gideon, okay? And then during the school days, she became friends with, who's her name again? Cynthia or something? Kind of like that. So they became friends, Cynthia, Max, and Lizzo, okay? And so, wait, let me think what happens next. Anyway, Gideon and Lizzo became rivals because they are always fighting for the 1st place. So it kind of like very evident that Lizzo is a strong magician because she really studied hard in this life, okay? Wait, I kind of forgot what happens next. Hold on. I have to look up what happens. I have to look at the cheat sheet. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so and then they were kind of like, you know, this kind of like rifle where they are like, Lizzo is always spicy towards Gideon, but Gideon is always gentle towards Lizzo, which Lizzo was really confused because in the previous life, Gideon was shitty towards Lizzo. Okay, Gideon was so shitty towards Lizzo, but then in this life, Gideon was like really gentle with Lizzo to the point that Lizzo sometimes blush with Gideon, right? So they're kind of having this kind of like rival but care about each other in a way vibe. Even though I think like Gideon doesn't really treat Lizzo as a rival, but it's like, it's really cute. Okay, anyway, and then and now it's time to pick a club, right? Pick a specialization, like a weapon club, I guess. It's a weapon. You pick a weapon to specialize in. And then Lizzo picked I think lance, you know, like the spear that you use to like, you know, stabby. I think it's called lance, right? Lance. I don't know. Welcome to Bonaparte, Ken W. Welcome. Hello, welcome, Egg. Thank you for becoming the Bonaparte. Lance is the name of a weapon. It's not a name of some person. It's the name of a weapon. Lance. Okay, they Lizzo took up lancing, horse lancing, and of course Gideon picked lance as well, right? So they're kind of like Gideon and Lizzo fought. Like, so they kind of like fight with each jousting. Yeah, jousting. They just joust. You know, like step, you know, step, using the lance, right? But then, if you remember how Lizzo died, she died because the crown prince stabbed him, right? So, when Gideon was about to stab Lizzo got PTSD of the stabbing thing. And when Lance was about to stab him, she said, "Your Majesty," and then she fainted. You know, she fainted. They jousting it. Straight up jousting in a strip club. And by jousting, jousting my peanuts. And by jousting and my peanuts, let's just say, whatever. Okay, so no. So Gideon, you know, anyway, Lizzo, wait, I forgot how it goes after that. Hold on. Okay. Okay, let me see what's happening next. I forgot what's happened next. I'm so sorry. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at a cheat sheet right now. I'm pulling the manga. Okay. Wait. What happened after this? Wait. Okay, so I think after that, you remember that Liesel was trying to be so strong to the point that she can work at somewhere else, right? So she has decided to work somewhere else. She found a place, the place accepted her, but then somehow they changed the law that apparently magician students who are ranked 1 until 5 have to work as the palace magician even though they want to work somewhere else. No, they have to work as the palace magician. That includes Liesel because she ranked number 2, right? So that Liesel was like, what the fuck? Hello, I don't want to work in the palace, right? But then, no, it's the law. You have to work in the palace. So she was like, what the fuck, right? And then, so she was like, okay, you know what? And then she was kind of like, I think at first she didn't want to. So she was like really scared about it, right? So then she confided with her friends. Oh wait, I think, did she meet first? Okay. Okay, so I think she confided with her friends about you remember that she was friends with Max and Cynthia, right? So then Liesel confided with Max and Cynthia, and then she told them that, hey, I was reborn, okay? I used to die. I was killed when I was 19, and then the time turns back for me, and now I got reborn again. I have a second chance in life, right? At first she was scared that her friends doesn't believe in her, but then no, the besties, they trust in her, and they were like, okay, yeah, of course you're scared, whatever, but we believe in you. And then Liesel told them that the reason why Liesel was scared to work in the palace is because that she's scared of the crown prince and she doesn't want to get killed again. And then their friends were kind of like, you know, try to calm her down by saying that, hey, it's not going to happen anymore. We are here in this universe, and then we are going to, you know, it's not going to happen anymore, okay? We believe, you can believe in us, blah, 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 right? I sound European? Heck yeah, I'm French. Bonjour, je m'appelle Ohapuchi. Merci beaucoup. No, I'm just joking. I'm not from Europe. Okay, so then she gathered her courage to meet with the crown prince, right? But then when she met with the crown prince felt different. Crown prince used to be really gentle, really nice, blah blah blah, but then this time crown prince was really snarky, and apparently the crown prince now can't do magic anymore, even though in the previous life the prince can do magic, but then now the prince cannot have magic anymore. And then his personality became so different, right? And she was like, okay, what the fuck happened here, right? Okay, and then came the flashback chapter, it's the flashback when Liesel met with Ulysses for the first time. So Ulysses actually met Liesel for the first time when Liesel was playing with the kids, and then she used magic to cheer the kids up, and then Ulysses was curious with her, like, oh, who is she? Why is she so happy cheering the kids even though it's a waste of time? But then Liesel looks really happy and happy. So then when it was like the ball night, right? It's a party night. Liesel wanted to dance as well, but she cannot because she is not a noble. She's as a magician. This is like, it's happening in the first life, okay? This is happening in the first life. This is when Crown Prince and Liesel first met in their first life. Okay, so it was the night of the ball. Liesel really wanted to dance, but she cannot enter the party, so she just spent her time in the garden. And then at that time, Ulysses, the crown prince, found her, and then, you know, like, at first Liesel was like, oh my god, it's the crown prince, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. But then Ulysses was like, oh, I wanna get to know you, you wanna dance together, blah blah blah. You know, like, Ulysses was like really gentle, really princely, and so that's how Liesel fell in love with Ulysses. Okay, so then they fell in love because Ulysses was really gentle and Liesel was really nice. Like, and so now, wait, I kind of forgot the timeline. Okay, so that's the flashback thing. That's the flashback, right? And then one day Cynthia, okay, we're back to the second life. We are back to the second life. Flashback ended. Clicks next chapter. So Cynthia told Liesel about the time turning back time thing, right? Like, okay, Liesel, I think I know the magic about the turning back time. I think it's an ancient magic, it's a dark magic, and it requires a sacrifice, right? And so they went to this secret library to find out more about the ancient magic, and then they found out about this. So basically, this turning back time magic needs 3 magicians to do. The first time is the I forgot the name. So the first one is the initiator. Initiator is the one that supplies the magic. The second one is the invocator. And the third one is the detonator. Okay? So the first one is the initiator. How it works is initiator gave all his magic to the invocator. So the first person gave all his magic to the second person. After the second person received all the magic, the second person has to kill the third person. So first gave magic to second killed the third person. And then after the third person was killed, the time will be turned back. Oh, does this sound familiar? Who was stabbed in the first? Who's got blade thrusted in the heart? That's right, Prince killed Liesel because he wanted to turn back time to save Liesel. Rag, you know, like. So the. Are we getting this? Are we still in this? Do all of them regress, or is it just still later? Good question. So apparently, with the book, only the first person and the second person were meant to still remember the memories, okay? But the third one, so Liesel somehow still kept her memories because she got this amulet from her grandparents. So the third person wasn't supposed to have the memories, but she somehow still has it because she got a protection amulet. So the first person and the second person didn't know that the third one still has her memories. So No, so the crown prince didn't lose the memories, apparently, right? Okay, but why is it so weird? Okay. So why is he so snarky? Good question. So have you guys not asked who is actually the first person who supplied the magic? Are you guys not curious who that is? So if we turn back, if we went back to the first, so let's go back to the first life, okay? Let's go back to the first life, okay? So Ulysses was the crown prince, right? So listen, Ulysses was the crown prince, right? And then Ulysses likes Lysol, okay? Iris, the saintess, likes Ulysses. Iris likes the crown prince. Gideon likes Iris. So Gideon likes Iris, Iris likes crown prince likes Lysol. So that's how it is. That's how the love works, right? And so Gideon, so here's the thing. Ulysses still listen to me! Ulysses still love Lysol in the end, okay? So the reason why Ulysses went to war is because that he wanted to prove to his father that he is capable, you know? Like if he won the war, then he can be like, okay, I won the war, let me marry who I like, you know, I want to marry Lysol. So that's why he went to the war, right? But then because here's the thing, I think the saddest part is Lysol actually told this to Ulysses that, oh, everyone wanted Iris to become the princess. Should I just back down, right? And then Ulysses was really sad. Ulysses was like disappointed in him. Ulysses was disappointed in himself. Like, how can he let the woman that he loves say that? So that he went to the war to prove to everyone that he can be whatever he wants to be. But then, during the war, the thing happened, the drama happened, the killing, the murder attempt happened, right? The one that delivered the news to Crown Prince was Gideon. Gideon was like, bruh, look, Lysol was accused of murder, you have to go back, right? And so Ulysses at first was like, oh no, I have to convince everyone, Lysol will never do that. But then when he came back to the kingdom, everyone was like crazy. Everyone was like, freaking kill that bitch. They were like, oh, kill Lysol, we have to kill her, how dare she murdered Iris, blah blah, attempted to murder Iris, blah blah blah. So nobody is listening to the crown prince anymore. So then Gideon was like, hey, I know the way to fix this up, we should turn back time. So Gideon was the one who proposed this idea to crown prince, right? So then Gideon gave all his magic to the crown prince, and then crown prince killed Lysol. But then the thing that we didn't know is apparently if the spell wants to work is when the second person the person that the second person has to kill has to be the person that the second person loved the most. So basically, Ulysses loved Lysol the most and he has to kill her. And then, after killing her, Ulysses has to kill himself. So that's how the ritual works. The first person gave all the magic to the second person. Second person has to kill the person that he loved the most in the world. And then after killing the third person, the second person has to kill himself. So yes, two people freaking died. Ulysses killed himself. That's why he, yeah. So that's that. And then, apparently, Gideon didn't tell him that the soul got switched. So now Gideon's soul is in Ulysses' body, and then Ulysses' soul is in Gideon's body. So now Lisa was actually in love with Crown Prince the whole time, even though the Crown Prince was in Gideon's body. Lisa still managed to love him again. Right. And how Lisa knows that it was Gideon, Lisa knows Ulysses was in Gideon's body is because Gideon invited Lisa to this garden at a party night, and then literally Gideon said the same thing to Lisa, like literally the same thing to her, and then at that point Lisa was like, fuck, it's you this whole time. So then and I cried at that time. They still love each other no matter what. Yeah, that it was so beautiful. Like I cried. Like I just imagine like they only want to love each other, but that everyone was so against it. To the point that Crown Prince killed the person that he loved the most, and then he killed himself just so that they can have this another chance together. So yeah. I know it's very convoluted, but hey, I think it's my storytelling. If you read the manga, I think it makes more sense. But it was so beautiful. I really recommended it. It's called I Don't Wanna Be Killed by You, My Crown Prince. I'm tired, man. And so after they know each other, their new enemy was the of course the new Crown Prince and Iris. Because I think the reason why Gideon wanted to be in Crown Prince's body is because, remember in the first life, Iris was in love with Crown Prince, so that's why I think Gideon wanted to be in the Crown Prince's body, because he just wanted Iris to love him. And so, yeah, see, got it, I know. And then Gideon was going to kiss Lisa, but then Gideon was like, oh shit, I can't kiss you in this face, like I can't. And then Lisa was like, oh, you're still you no matter what, you know, like you are still gentle, like it's like he's so nice. The prince was so nice. I'm just telling a romance story that made me cry. Shoujo story that made me cry, okay? It's very convoluted, but it's really nice. The story is really good. The art is really good. Thank you. Do you have any questions so far? I will drink now. Question: does the Blazed one have charm ability? No, but her power is really strong, I guess. I think in the first life, she saved a mansion from burning. So basically there's a fire breakout in the mansion and a lot of people are injured, but because the scientist was there and she managed to heal everyone, and so everyone of course is going to like her because, oh, the hero, you saved everyone, blah blah blah. So then in the second run through, Liesel tried her best to prevent this fire. Because the fire was happening in the winter, that's why the water supply was frozen and they cannot take out the fire quickly. So that in the second life, Liesel and her friends managed to fix the water supply so that even if the fire happened, there's not a lot of injured people. The story hasn't ended yet, it's still continuing. How many chapters? I think right now there's like 30-ish. It's currently 39. 39 chapters. It's not long, so please give it a read. Give it a read. I don't want to tell where I read it. It's a secret place. Secret place. What do you mean? You read it for free? No, you have to buy the manga. Read it legally, everyone. Okay, read it legally. No, listen, I finished it in one night because I cried. I can't stop reading it. I cried. What the frick is Blood talking about? Bruh, please, every time that you wanna chat in like a live stream, make sure to time it properly before hitting send. Nobody is like rushing you or anything. Just calmly type, make sure there's no typo, and then press send instead of like fixing all of your things in my chat, okay? Calm down, nobody's rushing you. Calm down and type properly, okay? I'm still here. I'll read your chat. The title is I don't want to be killed by you, my crown prince. I think if you just Google that, you will find it. I don't want to be killed by you, my crown prince. Yeah, I think that's that's another title. So long, that's hilarious. Freaking a paragraph. Prince, I don't want to be killed by you this time. The poor lady who was framed by the saint avoids being skewered. Skewered? Thank you. If you guys read it, please do tell me what you think, okay? Oh man, but I gave you a lot of spoilers already though, so it might take away the fun in reading it. But if you guys read it, I would be happy because it's such a beautiful manga. I love it. I am really into reading manga nowadays. Like those villainous manga. Like those kind of like fantasy, historical manga. I don't know. It's my maiden heart, okay? It's my maiden heart. I have a maiden heart. Oh my god. Is it isekai? It's native isekai. No, it's a fantasy. So it's not isekai. It's a fantasy, okay? Isekai means someone transported into a different world. That's what isekai means. Fantasy means that nobody is getting transported, but it takes place in another universe. Thank you, Ben. Love it when we learn more about your hyperfixation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. It's reincarnation, yes. But it's not isekai because nobody's getting transported to a different world. But anyway, that's all, I think. That's all that my hyperfixation is. Please do tell me if you guys managed to read it, and I will I will try to read more. Wait, hold on. Did I read another one? I did read another one, but I feel like it's going to take a long time for me to tell you guys because no, you have to read it. You know what? Read it tonight, and tomorrow if I stream, I will ask you guys. Okay, I will give you guys homework. Read that manga. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't know if I'm able to stream because as I mentioned that you guys before, I might have to sleep over in my sister's house. But if I don't have to, then I will just go home and we'll continue streaming. So it depends whether I'm going to sleep over or not, because something there's no train something. So yeah, be ready to get quiz, pop quiz, everyone, pop quiz. Oh, if you guys want to read something that wait, hold on. Okay, look. If you guys, I will give you guys the title first. If you guys want to read it so that we can discuss this in the next stream, then that'll be amazing. If not, if you guys don't want to read it, that's fine. Then I will just tell you guys the story in the next stream, okay? Hold on, let me just look up the title. I will become a villainess who goes down in history. I will become a villainess who goes down in history. 歴史に残る悪女になるぞ. So if you guys don't want to read it, that's fine. But if you guys read it, then we can discuss it in the next stream. Well, you guys have already read that? Amazing. Let's talk about that in the next stream, okay? I love that one. That was really good. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And thank you so much for listening to me yapping. I hope that you guys have fun. I'm so sorry, my maiden heart. I'm not sorry at all, actually. It's my job. It's my job to yap, and it's your job to listen. And don't forget, you also have the lore. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to do a lore review stream where I wanna read what people thinks of my new lore. Please think of a lore. Please think of lore for me, everyone. Think about my new lore. That's all. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Ohapuchi, everyone. Thank you. Ohapuchi. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I'll see you guys really soon, okay? Bye bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. See ya. So my new lore is apparently I become a virtual